We're back down to DEFCON 4. Don't
Good.
worry, everything's fine. Back in a moment.
Good. Okay. So, right. We are now going to introduce our World Cup team. And I'll, without further ado, it is a Dark Elf team. I have gambled, I think, with the Dark Elves. We've called it It's All About Mimi, as that works on 2 different levels. I quite like that one. And it is all about things that have happened over the last year in the stream. So to celebrate 1 year of streaming, we've built something that's got some of the streaming memes. And these are some of the players. With Witch Elves, we've got Old Nandos, and MS DOS. I quite like those two. We've got Helgen, Eater of Rerolls, as one of the blitzers. Crumpet Lord, and All Hail Chair, as I know a lot of you know Chair. Killjoy Bear is the runner, given an important role, but not on the front line. I couldn't risk Killjoy Bear being on the front line here. Chester Wallet is, of course, the dream. We put my chest, I had the wallet on my chest and I woke up. We've got that one. Lolathor, well, you can't have an elf team without a Lolathor in it now. That is now a thing, so Lolathor joins us. Off my driveway, we've got a Voxel Saphira. I had to go and check the spelling up on that one. And we've got Voxel Saphira. I wasn't allowed to mention YouTube, so I managed to make a player name where he didn't mention YouTube. And then finally, a lot of you wanted a lot of love for Free Ever, so the last lineman is Free Ever. So I hope you like the team. There's quite a few stories in there, and I'm quite pleased with that. Now a little bit of background about why did I pick Dark Elves. And I picked Dark Elves for 2 reasons really. The first is I'm not really that bothered about getting through to the last 64 and getting knocked out in the first round. That's not the point of the World Cup for me. The point of the World Cup for me is to try and actually go and win the thing. And yep, there are definitely stronger teams in the last 64. As I've discussed in the last video, I think humans are very strong. I think Necro are very strong. Wood Elves are strong throughout. But if I get a reasonably favourable first round draw, we could then possibly get on to the next 32 where we get to put guard on one of the blitzers, probably. Then we get to put either wrestle or block on the other Witch Elf, or tackle on the other Witch Elf. Then guarding up a second one, and at that point, that skill differential between the humans and the Dark Elves, or the Necro and the Dark Elves, has suddenly become a little bit, well, it's going to become a lot less powerful. And also, I'm Agility 4, so I'm going to trust in my coaching ability to try and get me through the first couple of rounds. Where at the sort of the quarter-final stage, I then think the Dark Elves become basically favourite in a lot of matchups, and I therefore think we could go and try and win it. Now, I'm not saying that I am good enough to just win the thing. I'm just gambling on trying to get through the first couple of rounds so I can then go on and try and push on and try and get to the latter stages, which is what it's all about. So that's the team. That's why I've taken it. And the next thing that will happen is the draw. And the draw comes up at around about midnight tonight on VGP's show. So I'll be very interested to see what I get. I'd be very pleased with drawing a Wood Elf team. I'd be very pleased with Undead. Humans would be okay. I guess the only team I really don't want to draw into probably is Necro or Dwarves. I think they're bad because Dwarves would nullify 3 of my 4 skill picks. But let's see what we get. So that concludes just a little short video about why we've taken the team. If you enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time when we actually see you on the pitch and we'll see how we get on.